I could go on all day like that, actually. Give me a glass of wine. I'm Luke Townsend, Head of Commercial at Algenuity. This covers business development, sales and marketing of our proprietary white Corella microalgae. I live in the UK, just a short drive from Cambridge and about an hour away from our UK site near Bedford. I've always had a passion for plant proteins and using them to replicate the functionality of animal ingredients to provide a wider dietary base for global consumers and improve sustainability. So I've spent 20 years in the food industry, of which the first 10 years were in DuPont, which is a $40 billion multinational business. DuPont owns Soleil, a global leader in soy proteins, and I led the sales activity in savoury food in Western Europe. And then Danisco and their bio-based ingredient solutions, which includes emulsifiers, enzymes, antioxidants, hydrocolloids, and systems blends. My last 10 years has been more in the startup environment and focused on other plant proteins, but mostly microalgae. Microalgae not only produces protein, but you can also produce oils and fats, colours, antioxidants, all of which I've been involved with over the last 10 years. So I joined Algenuity in 2021. I just left my last role, which was heavily focused on animal nutrition, but I really missed the food industry, science and the technology. So I reached out to our founder and then CEO, Andrew Spicer, to see if he needed my expertise. Andrew invited me into the offices and laboratory in Bedford to share our visions, and we've been aligned ever since. My role in Algenuity is to drive the adoption of our proprietary white Corella and manage all marketing activity and our go-to-market process. I also head up the product management itself, ensuring integrity of the product, and I also sit on the leadership team working closely with the other board members. We're a really dynamic and cross-functional team that achieves a lot and punches well above its weight. The team and their vision are really important to me, but also as an industry leader, the success of our business. Without teamwork, this doesn't happen. Our core team, consisting of Andrew, Emma, Aaron, Gino, Gavin, Susie and Gabe, and soon to be Darcy, is a wonderful team of passionate scientists, chefs and foodies alike. Our white Corella products are an enabler and provide solutions to common industry problems. The space for algae is there. You've got to remember that algae's been on the planet far longer than we have, and we just haven't utilised it. And where we haven't utilised it to the best of its abilities. Yes, it's green, and we often call it pond scum, but it doesn't have to be like that. We don't want that marine smell. We don't want the green. So through natural selection, we can get the algae to grow without chlorophyll, and we can make it white. You take the chlorophyll out, the taste improves as well as the colour. And we've got a nutty kind of note to the Corella, which actually lends itself really well to food, particularly in bakery. Corella will be great for food formulators and developers from a functional perspective and development challenges, but also brand owners, chefs, marketeers, and of course you and I, because we're all consumers. Algenuity's Eden Flow and Eden Pro helps reduce levels of animal ingredients such as liquid whole egg yolk, butter, cream, and potentially replace, if that's the objective, to create a plant-based alternative or even a hybrid. So along with our development chef, we've designed a range of concepts which started off by showcasing the fact that our Corella isn't green. So let's make a cake that's not green, or let's make some bread that's not green. And then you realise we've taken the egg out, or we've taken the butter out. And when you take an egg out, you're taking an animal ingredient out. If you're taking butter out, you're taking a significant amount of saturated fat out. You're then adding in a nutritious ingredient, so you're maintaining the nutritional profile, mainly with protein, but it's also very high in micronutrients. We can do all of that by maintaining the cost and also significantly reducing the sustainability impact of day-to-day food products. Customer interaction is paramount to the uptake and adoption of Corella as a day-to-day food ingredient rather than a supplement. By September this year, we had already attended 14 events, most of which were conferences that we either exhibited at or spoke at. Meeting and conversing with multiple stakeholders in the industry allows us to progress and stay on point. We can interact with nature as much as it lets us, and of course as much as the local regulatory landscape permits us. In general, the market is looking for functionality or nutritional contribution, and we have tailored these attributes in our white Corella to be the best they can possibly be. As a global leader in research and development of white chlorella, transparency is important, particularly when introducing an ingredient to developers and food formulators. We play an educational role about microalgae and chlorella with our clients in order to furnish them with every detail they need to support their objectives. We're also very transparent about the biology, strain development, production, process, IP and regulatory in order to build further confidence in food companies' transition to chlorella. Algenuity's goal ultimately is a world transformed for the good using our algae and algae-based products. Translated into a mission, we're making algae mainstream.